Have you ever felt the sensation that the world you know is changing beneath your feet? That everything around you is somehow different, even if you can't exactly explain how or why? If you've ever felt this way, you're in the right place, at the right time. Imagine waking up every day in a world where peace and love prevail over chaos and fear. This isn't an unattainable dream, but a possible reality called the fifth dimension. It's not a place, but a way of being, a new level of awareness that might already be part of you without your realizing it. When you sense that the old structures of your life begin to falter, those beliefs, relationships, and systems that once seemed solid and immovable, you might feel overwhelmed by a sense of uncertainty. However, it's important to recognize that these moments do not herald destruction, but rather signal the beginning of a profound spiritual awakening. These changes can manifest in different aspects of your life. Perhaps you are questioning your long-held beliefs or experiencing transformations in your personal or professional relationships. During these times of great turmoil and confusion, it may seem that every known foundation is being questioned, but it is precisely through these cracks in our old realities that the light of new awareness can penetrate. These signals are invitations to explore new possibilities and to expand our understanding of the world and ourselves. Often, awakening manifests through a growing sensitivity to the inconsistencies of life that we previously ignored. You might begin to feel a misalignment between what society expects from you and what you truly feel you are. This can lead to a deeper internal examination, where questions like, "Who am I really?" and "What do I really want from my life?" become increasingly pressing. Another clear sign of awakening is the growing need for authenticity and personal integrity. Perhaps you find yourself less willing to compromise your values or to tolerate situations that do not reflect your true self. This transformation can initially be destabilizing, but it is also incredibly liberating, as it leads towards a more sincere and fulfilling life. Our daily experience, so far dominated by a tangible and physical reality, is undergoing a profound transformation, opening us to a higher and subtler dimension. This change marks the transition from the third dimension, characterized by a material and dense existence, to the fifth dimension, where the material gives way to the spiritual. The fifth dimension is not simply a different place, but rather a different state of being, where connection with the divine and spiritual intuition become as palpable as physical realities were in the third dimension. In this new reality, our senses undergo a significant expansion. Perception extends beyond the physical limits of time and space. We begin to perceive life not only through the traditional five senses, but through a new awareness that includes psychic insights, expanded empathy, and a deeper perception of the universal connection between all forms of life. These new abilities allow us to interact with frequencies and energies that were previously invisible and inaccessible, opening us to new realities and possibilities. The move towards the fifth dimension also implies a significant shift in personal and collective values. Priorities shift from material accumulation and individual success to a greater appreciation for spiritual connection, community sharing, and collective well-being. Cooperation replaces competition, while love and compassion become stronger guiding forces than fears and the desire for control. As we advance in this transition, we may find that old life structures, whether personal relationships, careers, or belief systems, transform or dissolve. This process can be disorienting, but is essential to free ourselves from past limitations and embrace a new experience of freedom and fulfillment. As we cross from earthly perceptions and realities to those of a higher dimension, we can experience a series of profound changes commonly described as ascension symptoms. These symptoms are multiple and varied, affecting not only our physical body, but also our emotional sphere and sensory perceptions. They can manifest as new dietary sensitivities, alterations in sleep rhythms, unusual energetic sensations such as an increased intensity in the area of the third eye, or even experiences of extrasensory perceptions such as clairvoyance or telepathy. Emotionally, the ascension process can shake us deeply, bringing to the surface repressed or unexplored emotions. It may seem that we are becoming more sensitive, or that our emotional reactions are amplified. This is the result of a deeper alignment with our true self, which brings with it greater authenticity and fewer inhibitions in showing who we truly are. These changes are indicators of a significant internal realignment, almost like a software update of the soul, preparing us to operate and live in a new reality with elevated awareness. Embracing these changes, rather than resisting them, facilitates the transformation process, allowing us to adapt more easily to life in the fifth dimension. A crucial aspect of the journey toward ascension is the exploration and acceptance of the darker parts of ourselves, a process often called shadow work. This work requires courage and honesty, as it involves confronting aspects of our personality that we may have denied or suppressed. It can include processing past traumas, overcoming fears or insecurities, and recognizing our less desirable sides or self-destructive behaviors. Facing and integrating these dark parts is essential for our spiritual development. Only by acknowledging and accepting every aspect of ourselves can we aspire to a holistic understanding and true integrity. This internal confrontation allows us to emerge not only stronger and more resilient, but also brighter and more aware, truly ready to embrace life in a higher dimension. When we engage in this shadow work, we free ourselves from the chains of the past and from limitations imposed by our old selves, allowing a transformation that aligns us with our higher self. This not only prepares us to live fully in the fifth dimension, but also opens the door to a new phase of existence, characterized by greater peace, deep understanding, and an innate connection with the universe. The path towards a spiritually enriched and elevated reality often requires confronting a crucial and sometimes painful passage: letting go. This process is not only about detaching from material objects, but also embraces the separation from old relationships, habits, and belief systems that no longer reflect who we have become or who we wish to be. The mental and emotional structures on which we have built our lives may begin to crumble, not as a form of punishment, but as part of a necessary internal renewal that facilitates our growth. Letting go of what is familiar can be intimidating and often painful, as it involves entering unknown territory of self-discovery and new relational dynamics. However, it is precisely through this crumbling that we can create space for new experiences and relationships that resonate with a more authentic and purified version of ourselves. The process of freeing ourselves from these old anchors allows us to rise toward deeper spiritual realization and personal fulfillment, opening us to possibilities that we could not have imagined before. Nature has always played a deeply therapeutic and enlightening role in the human journey, and this is particularly true in the context of spiritual ascension. Immersing ourselves in the natural environment, from vast oceans to dense forests, allows us to reconnect with ancestral and universal wisdom. Nature, with its eternal cycles of growth and decay, reflects the deepest truths of existence and serves as a mirror of the dynamics of human life. Interacting with nature helps us realign our personal frequency with the subtle energies of the universe. This bond allows us to tap into an inner peace and mental clarity that only the silence and simplicity of nature can offer. It's a symbiotic relationship. While we absorb tranquility and inspiration from the beauty and resilience of the natural world, we strengthen our commitment to protect and honor these vital resources, recognizing our role as stewards of the earth. Moreover, the connection with nature is essential for sustaining our growth and spiritual ascension. It acts as a catalyst for awakening and expanding our awareness, helping us rediscover not only the natural laws that govern the physical world, but also the spiritual truths that can guide our existence towards higher and more harmonious states of being. Through this bond, we learn resilience, transformation, and renewed hope that nature embodies, echoing our own spiritual journey towards higher dimensions of existence. As we elevate our consciousness, we seek connections that resonate with our most authentic being. These relationships, whether friendships, mentorships, or family ties, become essential for our spiritual well-being and personal evolution. This is an invitation to reflect and share your experiences, to grow together in this extraordinary transition towards a new dimension of existence. Share in the comments how this awakening is influencing your life, and if this message resonates with you, leave a like and subscribe to continue exploring together the mysteries of a higher and more spiritual life.